It was raining that night, heavy enough to blur the streetlights and wash the city in gray. On the living room floor, 8-year-old Jasmine and 5-year-old Ethan played quietly, their toy cars sliding across the reflections of the wet street outside. Their mother, Angela Roberts, hummed softly in the kitchen, laughing at something Jasmine said, unaware that in a few moments her life would be shattered forever. Then came the knock, loud and insistent, shaking the house. Angela opened the door. 2 police officers stood there, faces hard, eyes cold. "Angela Roberts?" one asked. She nodded. "Step outside." Before she could react, they grabbed her arms. Metal cuffs clicked around her wrists. She tried to pull away, but the officers shoved her toward the rain-soaked steps. "Mommy!" Jasmine screamed. "Don't take her!" Ethan yelled. Angela turned to her children, eyes wide with fear, trying to reassure them. "It's okay. Stay inside, please." But her words were swallowed by the storm outside. Neighbors peeked through their curtains. Phones appeared, capturing the scene. The squad car drove off, red and blue lights reflecting in puddles. Jasmine pressed her face against the window, tears streaming. Ethan clutched her hand, silent and trembling. By morning, the headlines screamed, "Local woman arrested for assaulting police. Mother of 2 in custody after alleged resistance." No one questioned the officer's story. They wore uniforms, and in the eyes of the world, that meant authority and truth. Angela sat in the holding cell, soaked and trembling. Fluorescent lights flickered above her. Her arms throbbed from the tight cuffs. She wanted to cry, but she held back, forcing herself to survive for Jasmine and Ethan, for herself. The children stayed with their grandmother, who whispered that everything would be fine. Jasmine cried silently into her pillow. Ethan refused to eat, staring at the door. Weeks later, Angela stood in court, shoulders slumped, eyes hollow but voice steady. "I did not do this. I am innocent," she said. "I never harmed anyone." But the jury and the judge had been fed the officer's version. Media coverage had already painted her guilty. Officers testified confidently, lying under oath. Witnesses, coerced or misled, confirmed the story. The gavel fell. Guilty, sentenced to 10 years. At home, Jasmine cried into her pillow, while Ethan covered his ears, trying to shut out a world that seemed cruel beyond comprehension. Prison was worse than anything Angela imagined. Concrete walls echoed every sound. Guards were indifferent at best, cruel at worst. She wrote letters daily to her children, but most were delayed or confiscated. Nights were spent staring at the ceiling, whispering apologies to children she could not hold. She kept her head down, earning the nickname Silent Shadow. Speaking could draw attention, and attention could be dangerous. Years passed, 2, 5, 8. Every day measured in meals, lights, and rare visits from her grandmother. Then, a new investigator reopened the case. He noticed inconsistencies, evidence overlooked, a phone recording that was never played, a security camera that had captured key moments no one reviewed. Bit by bit, the truth began to emerge. Angela had never been violent. She hadn't resisted. She had only reacted out of fear. The body camera footage showed it all. The officer pushing her first, her confusion, her terror. The case returned to court. The footage played. The silence of years shattered the courtroom. The officers, once confident, now avoided eye contact. Investigations revealed a disturbing pattern: fabricated reports, intimidation, and abuse of authority. Finally, justice acted. The officers were arrested, their badges stripped, their careers ended. Angela walked out of the prison gates. The rain had stopped. Sunlight pierced the clouds, reflecting off puddles around her. Jasmine and Ethan ran into her arms. They cried, laughed, and shook all at once. 12 long years had passed. Angela looked at her children and whispered, "Nothing can break us. Not lies, not fear, not even time." She glanced at the courthouse behind her and added, They took my freedom, but the truth took their badges. Justice may be slow, but it is relentless. Lies can imprison the innocent, but truth will always find a way. Courage is not always loud. Sometimes it is simply surviving until the world finally listens. They locked her up, but the truth freed her and punished the guilty.